find any. And every other.
We have the opportunity to have a polio vaccine, but I also want the truth being sought. I want to know the health impacts of the polio vaccine going forward and every other vaccine that's being administered. And I'll just close by saying and asking, I know that this is informed by a great deal of conversations you've had with mothers and moms who came up to you. And if you could expand on that, I'll yield back.
Yeah, I mean, I was dragged kicking and screaming into this space because I was confronted by, when I was touring the country on suing companies about mercury in fish. And by the way, people, I spent 30 years trying to get mercury out of the fish in this country, and nobody ever called me anti-fish. At that time, we were trying to get mercury out of vaccines because mothers were coming and saying, my child was injured by the vaccine. These were many, many hundreds, literally, of mothers with intellectual disabilities. And they said, nobody's listening to us. The Democrats aren't listening to us. The Republicans aren't listening to us. And I felt like I should listen to them and actually read the science. And that is what got me down into the...
Time.
And by the way, it's the worst career decision I have ever made.
Time.
Video right before this one, this is what this pertains to. What's really interesting is I asked people to go look at a video because I thought this is really weird that it's been shared on Rumble, Telegram, all over Twitter, and it only had like 30-something thousand views. But the ironic thing was a couple days ago it had double that. So I was like, well, that's weird. So I had people go, I just did an experiment. I got a message about an hour ago that said that that video violated community guidelines. No, it didn't. The video was about me telling my personal experience about how everybody on a COVID floor had both vaccinations. There wasn't anybody on the COVID floor for the last 2 months that had been unvaccinated. All their patients had had both vaccinations. And my comments were full of people who were saying the exact same thing. But nope, that video got flagged and taken down. Why? You can't share your personal experiences anymore? It's not offensive. It wasn't bullying. There are two types of people. Those who actually pursue the truth at all costs, and those who cling to comfort and are in complete denial at all costs.